In Boston, Samuel Adams, the Patriot leader, holds a town meeting on December 17, 1773.
Fellow patriots, we will not let the king tax us. We will not do this tea act.
The King of Britain made the colonists pay high taxes on their tea. This was called the Tea Act. The colonists didn't like it because they drank a lot of tea.
Tonight we will go onto the dock with the tea dressed in Mohawk Indians.
Later that evening, the Sons of Liberty, or Patriots, and Samuel Adams arrive at the dock at the Boston Harbor. They prepare to dump the $1 million worth of tea.
I will take the Beaver, John will take the Dartmouth, and George will take the Eleanor.
The Beaver, Dartmouth, and Eleanor were the ships.
Now men, toss the tea!
Samuel thought that being dressed as Mohawks would fool the British, but it did not. The British knew that they were Patriots. The British general chases the Patriots off the docks after they toss the tea.
Men, get them! Run, get off the dock, quick!
The Boston Tea Party started the Revolutionary War. It was not an actual war, but the Patriots wanted to show the king that they wanted to be a free country and have their own government. The Boston Tea Party led to actual wars, though. The King of Britain was not happy, but the Patriots were. This was the Boston Tea Party.
We opened up the First Continental Congress September 5th, 1774, in Carpenter's Hall, Philadelphia.
We should write a letter to King George to make him stop the intolerable acts.
The intolerable acts were laws passed and taxes as a punishment for a Boston Tea Party.
I agree. Will you read out loud to us?
Sure. The letter said that they strongly disagree with the way that America was being treated, and they should stop or there will be a war.
That was good. We should send it right now.
Patrick Henry put the letter in the mailbox. The letter in the ship took 5 weeks to reach King George.
I don't agree with the letter because it's their punishment for the Boston Tea Party, and it's my country. I can rule how I would like. I won't give them freedom. I'll make it worse for them.
The First Continental Congress agreed to come back in May 1775.
Let's agree to come back in May 1775 if the British do not meet our demands.
The First Continental Congress didn't come back because the Revolutionary War has started. The First Continental Congress marked the beginning stages of the Revolutionary War because King George III ignored the letter, but he also passed more laws which made America furious. The Americans began to boycott British goods. The First Continental Congress was in Carpenter's Hall for 51 days.
The king has stopped all shipments coming into Boston Harbor and wants to capture John Hancock and I and take away our weapons and ammunition.
We need to set up lookout posts in case the British attack us.
Today, the Americans are hiding their weapons and ammunition in an old shack in Lexington and setting up their lookout posts on a hill near Lexington, Mass.
Alright, here's a stick, and I'll put it away. And another stick. Thank you, I'll put it away. Now I have to go build a lookout post. After he built a lookout post...
Oh, this is so heavy. Thank you. Okay, there you are. So, I want you to stay here, and if anything happens, warn Paul Revere, okay? Thank you, bye.
I am so bored. The signals from the post warn Paul Revere, so he takes his horse and rides through the town, warning the people about the British.
The British are coming. The British are coming. Bye.
The battle begins in Lexington on April 19th, 1775. The first shot was called the gunshot heard all around the world, but nobody knew who fired it. Boom!
Johnny, are you okay?
Tell my wife I love her. Aw. So they fired the final shot and went home. This is the scene after the battle. The Americans won. 49 Americans died and 41 were wounded. 73 British died and 174 were wounded.
I hate the British. We have to fight for our freedom now.
This was the first battle of the Revolutionary War.
The Patriots are not happy with King George III. Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, and more have come together to declare freedom. The Declaration of Independence's intention was to declare freedom. They were mad at the king for not looking at their opinion and no longer wanted to be part of his kingdom.
Who should write the Declaration of Independence?
I think Thomas should do it.
All who vote raise hands.
Thomas Jefferson is writing the first draft of the Declaration of Independence with a few corrections by Ben and John.
We hold to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
This is one of the most famous lines in the Declaration of Independence. This is one that Benjamin Franklin and John Adams did not correct. All the states sign except for the Declaration of Independence, but New York.
I won't sign.
Congress, the people in charge, agreed to sign even if New York did not sign. All of this leads to the 4th of July, the day we celebrate a free country. This is the day that Congress and the 12 of the 13 colonies signed. Happy 4th of July, everybody!
The British are in Pennsylvania in 1777, and the Patriots are in Valley Forge, which is also in Pennsylvania. The Patriots are not doing well, and on top of that, it is winter, which makes it more difficult. The Patriots are in battle with the British because the British are loyal to King George, and King George wants to rule the U.S., but the Patriots want their freedom. It's been very hard for them because they had poorly made shelter, no supplies, and no food.
General George Washington was walking through camp one morning thinking about the war. The war has gone on for a while. Our men have gone far into the war, lost many allies, but we need to win this war. But sir, most of the men are already sick and dying. I'm not sure we can get through Valley Forge. Don't worry, we will. Most of the men will die, but we will make it through. The next morning, General Washington was talking to General Friedrich von Steuben about the supplies. The supplies are running low. I expected to have more food. We can't go search for food. There's not enough for the camp. And we can't go off into a deeper part of the woods. We'll have to pack camp, take it to a deeper part of the woods, then reset the camp. It'll take too long, and we have to spy on the British, remember? Okay, we'll send someone to get some food.
General Marquis is a French military leader who joined Washington's team. He didn't ask to get paid or rewarded. He is about to find food for the other generals and him. I'm so hungry. I really hope I'm successful with finding food.
I can't wait to share all this food amongst the generals. General Marquis wished he could find a lot of food, but he didn't find that much.
I can't believe I made it out of the woods with a little bit of food.
When will General Marquis get back? I don't know, maybe a little while. Well, I hope he gets back real soon because I'm starting to get really hungry. Yeah, so am I. I hope he gets back. Yay, I've made it back. And I got some food to share amongst the generals. So you made it back with food? Yeah. Cool. Yay, we got some food. General Washington and General Marquis needed to talk about matters. So, General, what did you want to talk about? Sir, the men are getting sick. We need help. Well, there isn't much we can do. We can't do anything to help the sick men. There is too little supplies and too many men to take care of.
The British abandoned Pennsylvania and went to New York City. The Patriots then decided to go to the main part of Pennsylvania since the British were gone. We are going to try to find better shelter when we go to the main part of Pennsylvania. The 3 soldiers returned to the main part of Pennsylvania and they will get ready for war. I am very glad we can leave Valley Forge. It's been so hard for us. About 5,000 soldiers died. 2,000 died from little food and clothing and diseases. About 2,500 died before spring. Dozens of soldiers abandoned and went home. About 5,500 of us are lucky enough.
First, the siege happened to start the battle at Yorktown, Virginia.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
The siege is when people trap other people and prevent them from leaving and getting any food or supplies.
Don't let them get any supplies or food!
After the long 11 days during the siege, the battle began.
Attack them!
The British troops were greatly outnumbered by the French and American troops.
Hey, did you know that we greatly outnumbered the British?
Yes, we have around 18,000 troops and the British have around 8,000 troops. The battle continued around 20 days. To end the battle, General Cornwallis surrendered to Washington in the field at Yorktown on October 17, 1781. This surrender officially ended the War for Independence. Because of General Cornwallis's surrender, the Patriots won the battle.
Yay, we won!
Charles, I need you to surrender my sword because I am sick.
Yes, I can do that.
He also asked that General Charles O'Hara would surrender his sword for him. General Charles O'Hara did that. General Cornwallis then signed the British surrender on October 19, 1781. This document was called the Articles of Capitulation. There you go, son. The last battle of the
Revolutionary negotiators Ben Franklin, John Adams, and John Jay have come to France to discuss a treaty. This treaty is being devised to end the war on a peaceful note. At this point of the Treaty of Paris, our delegates are about to finalize and sign the treaty.
Gentlemen, today we make history.
We have work to do. Let's begin the meeting.
We are close to the end of the meeting. At this point, they are discussing the prisoners and what to do with them, the Mississippi River rights to use, territories being set free, and ratification of the treaty.
Okay, gentlemen, we have finished 6 articles of the treaty, so now we have a few more articles to discuss.
Prisoners. We need to discuss prisoners and territories.
And the Mississippi and ratification. Let's discuss what we propose.
America proposes that prisoners be set free on both sides. Mississippi should remain open for American citizens only. Territories be set free, and ratification is to occur within 6 months.
I agree with everything except the bit about the Mississippi. Absolute rubbish, I say. British citizens live in America too. They should have the right to use the Mississippi too.
Okay, for the sake of argument, we agree to this term. Will the citizens get along?
Okay, they would learn too.
Okay, agreed.
With the signing finished, the meeting is coming to an end.
Thank you for your cooperation today. I bid you adieu.
Oh, remember the